We just didn't do it. We just missed the window.
I got to accept this answer.
This is where you say fair, and then it makes
think
things a lot easier.
You can't be digging in.
Stop digging.
You dig way too far into.
You're digging and there's nothing to find.
There's actually nothing to find.
It's a really deep hole with nothing at the bottom.
We just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And now,
okay, yeah, true. Yeah, all right,
true.
And then we move on.
Can you explain the feedback? Can you explain the feedback you got from Adam Luther?
Hey, Adam Luther reckons that I'm a younger brother, classic younger brother that wants to hang out with older brother, but older brother doesn't want to hang out.
And then Charlie this morning goes, "Who's the older brother?"
Yeah.
We're like,
I've already got a younger brother.
Yeah. That's all right.
That spot was taken.
I
That's
get
the
it.
problem.
Yeah,
I get
the
it.
spot's taken.
Do you feel that, James? Do you
I'm
do
the
you
younger
feel
brother.
that push and take, that give and take with Charles?
all the time.
You're trying to give so much, and Charlie just doesn't want it.
Nothing back.
Yeah.
You know what? That's all right. That's how the relationship works.
You got to earn the respect.
I wouldn't have it any other way, man.
That's
You
it.
got it.
I feel like you've got the respect. I feel like you're all right.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to earn it.
You just got to get through the tough exterior of Charlie.
Yeah.
It's quite a soft underbelly.
Do you
though.
want to come? What about we'll come over and we'll stay in the deck together.
Yeah.
Does Charlie
If you
If you
smoke
stay in his deck, then you've earned the respect.
Has Charlie cooked you a smoked dinner yet?
No, he hasn't. No,
that's
maybe
when
that'll happen
That's
after
when you
that.
really get in.
Maybe
deck.
post.
No, the only
staining
dinner
of the
we've
deck.
had is in Port Arlington.
That was actually very
The
nice.
pasta.
Yeah,
Who cooked?
James got ripped though.
I did.
He got ripped.
I had a kids meal.
Yeah, me, Isabel and
Oh, I
Zeus
remember
ordered the
this.
same pasta, and he actually ordered something else and then changed it. And when they brought it out, it was literally like it was a pretty
That's the
small
worst.
serving
Yeah,
size.
like that.
And we were like, I felt bad for him. I'm like, he got ripped.
Did you order a side of chips or something? Get you
No,
through?
Whereas
we were kind of.
Our pasta was good. Like ours was a decent size.
It was nice. It was like Suave. It was a jazz.
Suave.
A jazz.
It was nice, yeah.
Restaurant bar thing. Yeah, classics.
No, it
Wow.
was actually really nice.
it was.
The little
You're
place in
welcome.
Port Arlington.
Because these guys want to go to a fucking pub. Or like
That's
fish
what
and
happens
chips.
though. When you get suave, you can't always rely on serving sizes.
Yeah.
You go to a pub, not suave.
I just
you get
wanted
fed.
pasta,
Yeah.
and then we went to the pub in Port Arlington, and they had you know when they've got like just the basic 5 things.
And that's all they've got.
It was like fish and chips, chicken parm, and I was like, I didn't want chips. I wanted a part before the try.
You want a big, heavy, fat meal.
So we went, carb meal.
Yeah, you want a carb, not fatty.
Yeah, not fatty.
By fat, he meant like fat.
Like, you know, you have a parma sometimes and it's fucking
Yeah, it's
deep
just like-
fried and it's like,
chips. It's just like
you feel it for fucking 12 hours.
Yeah.
So and then with that pasta bar around the corner, fucking nice.
It was mad.
I've actually been making my own schnitzels lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Crumbing them.
Crumbing them.
That's
Yep.
good.
Flour, egg.
Flour and egg, yeah. Spice up the flour. I
ones?
get some decent ones. I slice the chicken breast and make them like cutlets. On TikTok, I get all these American, or more specifically New York delis that have like, it's time to make a sandwich. And some like old Italian bloke. Look at the chicken cutlet.
So you slice the
Paper
chicken,
thin. Yeah, you slice and then beat the fuck
Make
out of the chicken.
the egg.
Yeah.
Do you put milk in there?
Nah, just straight eggs.
Egg,
Put a heap of spices in the flour.
flour, bit of
Paprika,
breadcrumbs.
salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and then panko
And
breadcrumbs.
then you fucking.
And then shallow flour it. Yeah.
Do you put a lid on the pan?
Nah, it goes fucking everywhere.
Sizzles.
Yeah.
Once when I
Put
got
a lid on the
into
pan.
when I got into cooking steaks properly, I think I used to be like, oh, there's got to be a way that you got to stop this splatter, stop the
there's
oil,
no way.
stop the smoke, stop all. I'm like, surely, like, or maybe the range hood isn't strong enough, like all those sort of things.
Yeah.
And then I watched. There's a really good YouTube, like, home chef YouTube guy called, I'm going to butcher his name. I think it's Jacob Wiesman. Wiesman's definitely his last name. I can't remember his first name. He's got like 11 million subs or whatever. And he had like there was a video. It was like 15 common misconceptions with home cooking, and the first one was that you can stop all of that shit. Like, you can stop the fucking smoke alarm going off. And this guy's like a full blown
Splatter.
And ever since I watched that, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Just clean the kitchen properly after you cook one of these things. So,
See, our range hood sucks. It's like a really old fashioned one. Every time I cook a really good steak I'm happy with, the whole
Fucks the house.
The whole house is smoky as fuck. We're opening every window, but I'm like, you know what?
It's ambience.
You have to. You need it. Because every time I don't do that, when you optimize for lack of smoke, you're like, that steak could have been seared better. Like,
yeah, just you lose the crust. Yeah, no, it's ambience. When your eyes are burning, walking down in the front part of the house,
when you're running down with the tea towel, fucking
nothing worse.
turn off the smoke alarm.
Wait, what is a range hood though?
You know, like when you cook and like that
It's the thing
Oh,
that
the-
sucks.
Sucks it up.
Yeah.
So we have one, but it's really
a fan.
it's just not very good.
I
It's
So,
a
swear
huge
it doesn't
fan.
do anything.
Some of them suck, man.
Yeah.
yeah, my one's not very. If you have a good one, you're sorted, and they have a few settings. You put it on the high setting, you'll be fine. But if
Yeah.
you have a shit one, if you're cooking some of these things, you know
Whenever
it.
I get to a point in my life where I can create and design a kitchen that I want, it's going to have a fucking sick range.
you know what I need
Full-blown.
in my
Probably
in
do when
my
I'm
future
70
house?
though.
I need a 6 burner. My parents have
Yeah.
one. The jump from 4 burners to 6 burners. Oh,
I got a
it's
6
just-
burner.
Fucking hell.
Charlie.
This is what was put in that.
That's
And
mad.
a double oven.
You got a
Double
double oven.
oven.
That's
Yeah.
big.
And I need a double door fridge. I need a few things, but
That-
the 6
that was
burner's
what-
number one.
That was just what was put in
That's
there.
mad.
But it's a big oven because you can fit. You can do like double. Yeah, it's
Well,
just
you
makes
won't
it-
have a room otherwise. It's good. That's mad.
So what's your?
So you got 2 ovens.
No.
It's just twice the
It's
size.
twice the size.
Oh,
it's
wow.
a single oven, so it's a big. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one oven, but it's a double the size of a normal.
Yeah.
one. What's your experience with a 4 burner going to 6 burner?
Well, you just get more options. Like you can cook more things at once, especially if you have a big pan. Some of these big pans,
Cover.
they're so big that they cover onto the next burner. So you don't really have 4 burners. And sometimes you have like 2 burners. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you want to have a few things going, like or if you have a few people over and you're trying to fry like multiple things, obviously one pan only fits so much. So 6 burners, yeah, you're sorted.
What pan are you using to cook your steaks?
I either go cast iron or
You do have a cast iron.
or stainless steel. Man, if you want to go, if you don't want to, depends how far down the rabbit hole you go. But if you want the entry level that I got, well, actually I have 2. The first one I got from just a random kitchen store, it was like $100. Man, I got one from IKEA, $30. It's fucking mad.
Unbelievable.
$30.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my mind, it's
Apparently
like
you can find them all the time at like salvos and stuff.
Oh no, you
like
would,
the
you
big
would, 100%.
ones, yeah.
But if you think about it, like in my mind, someone can correct me, but like stainless steel is stainless steel. Cast iron, like it's literally in the
Yeah.
name. It's cast iron. So I'm like, maybe there's better ones.
I feel
but-
like the high quality ones would be like the thickness would be
Yeah, maybe that would
controlled
Yeah,
to
but
for cooking purposes.
all I know
and
is it was
stuff, yeah.
$30 and it's fucking mad.
From IKEA.
From IKEA. So good. And it's a proper 30 centimeters. You can
Because
fit a
you've got to
couple
like
steaks in there,
what do you got to do? Do you like season the pan and shit?
Yeah, when
Like,
you're done with it, you got to
Yeah, you got to look after it.
What do you do? You season
So
it.
what I do is when it's washed, you
Can't use soap on it.
and then you what do you call it?
Don't you like burn the fuck out of it?
Yeah, when it's washed, you reheat it until it's literally like smoking with nothing on there, just from the heat of it. Then you let it cool down a little bit. Then you spray it with some form of oil because that stops it from rusting. Because if you wash a cast iron pan, leave it wet to dry, because it's like porous, the water gets in there, so it'll rust if you don't leave some form of oil
So
on
you
there.
wash it normally.
Yeah, and then
no soap.
and then once it's done,
Just water.
You got to oil it.
You got to
use
oil
any
it, and it
oil.
also makes it non-stick. So if you season it, so you're meant to season like woks and stuff.
Yeah, I do the wok.
So
as
you
well,
like
yeah.
burn the fuck out of the pan, and then you like cover it in a very thin layer of oil.
You just
And then
leave it
you're
on there for next
yeah,
time,
and
yeah.
then you're meant to, or in the initial phases, you're meant to burn that oil off and do it a couple of times, and then it literally creates like a non-stick seasoning.
because
of the pan.
they do kind of absorb what you've cooked in there. So because that's just I don't know how it works, but the flavor or whatever of what you've cooked kind of stays in the pan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, IKEA's
IKEA.
mad for that
I
type
might
of
have to
shit.
get one.
And then because some of these ones I don't know 100, 200. I'm like, at least start with a $30. If you graduate to a better one later, but if that just gets you in the door, then yeah, I'd like a wider stainless steel though, because my stainless steel, it's a 1 steak job. You can't do 2, so you can't do 2 big steaks. So if I could get a wider stainless steel, that'd be
Nice.
At home, we've got an induction stovetop, and Isabel's got a
Gas?
Gas. Man,
Tricky.
gas is so much better.
So I have
than
no
induction.
experience with induction, but I have an irrational hate for it. I don't know why. I don't like the look
it.
of it.
Sucks the joy out of actually cooking.
There's no
You don't see the
flame.
flame, and
You never spill the oil in there and get a little flash.
yeah. But I feel like you can gauge the cooking time better with a flame as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like they're just separate skills.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
true.
what it is.
It's hard to navigate between the two.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Yeah.
Learning.
Nah, cooking's mad.
Cooking's mad.
So yeah, chicken
It
cutlets.
is.
Chicken cutlets.
We've done our own olives. Made our own batch of
You got a
olives.
tree?
So we've actually got 2 of our own trees growing. They're small. They're in the process of growing. Our neighbour's got a huge ass tree.
You stole it?
No, the whole half of it hangs over in our backyard.
That's yours.
It's ours.
Isn't that the
It's
council law
ours.
if it hangs over?
No,
I can't take
it actually is. Anyway, we picked all. We've picked.
So you got 3 olive trees.
3 olive trees. We picked these 2 massive things, and we brined them last night. When I say we, Deuce did 80% of it.
What did you
Dad,
brine them
well, we called it Dad because Dad does it. It's a pretty simple process. It
Is it
was
oil?
Nah, fuck all. It's salt and water virtually. salt water, vinegar, a bit of vinegar, and a bit of vegetable oil. And then it's like now 6 months they just sit there. And then one batch has garlic in it to give it a bit of flavour.
Nice.
But
How big's the jar?
no, it's we didn't Tupperware container. They're big ones though.
Yeah.
There's fucking 2 massive ones, and that was just on our side of the tree. There's all these olives on his side, and the sad thing is I don't think he'll pick them.
Why don't you go knock on the door?
I was thinking about that. But
Like half of our olive trees on your side. Can we?
yeah. Remove the fence, rebuild the fence.
And just be like, I'll give you a couple when we're done making them.
It's on the fence, so we could just rebuild the fence so it becomes our olive tree.
Negotiate.
How does it work? So when you make them, does it come with a pip in them, or do you have to de-pip them?
No, you have a pip. Have you eaten an olive before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have some that have pips in them and some that don't.
Some of them have already been deep.
Yeah, no, these ones will have
if you
pips.
pick off the tree, they'll have the pip still. And then,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's a
natural.
I feel like there'd be a
process.
manufacturing process
Yeah.
to de-pip them.
De-pip.
Although there probably are pipless olives.
Just like there's
I'm not
pipless
sure.
grapes and shit. Maybe they've GMO'd
But
that.
I think
don't know.
GMO
they
the
would
fuck
have
out of everything.
machines to de-pip them.
Yeah.
Because it is. If you try to pip a olive that is like a backyard one that has it's a very tedious process. Like
have
you
to
almost
cut it in
you
half.
almost don't want to do it. It's like it's
really?
easier just to eat it and
Yeah.
like
Spit it.
it's a pain in the ass.
We've also there's hundreds of olives.
It'd be labor intensive without the right machine.
There'd be with the 2 batches there would be thousands.
So you got like kilos going.
yeah, kilos, a few kilos of olives.
Fucking
I expect some olives.
How long's an olive tree growth cycle? Like when are you going to be able to harvest your own olives?
I don't know. There was actually a few on our little trees. There was like 5 that I picked that I put in the batch.
Are yours in pots or in the ground?
Bambinos.
Pots.
I think you
But my mum's
do you eventually
one,
have to go ground yet to let it grow more?
yeah, but we just because if you put them in the ground, then I can't take them after. Like we want those for life. Those
In
trees.
case you move or whatever, yeah. Fair.
My mum's got hers in a bigger pot, and hers has grown into a proper
I
tree.
think the pot size allows the roots to spread
Yeah.
out, so it can just.
So we probably just
take
need to
off
put those 2 in bigger pots.
Do they sprout in bunches, or is it just like little?
It's a tree.
No,
Yeah.
the olives.
Oh, the olives. They're just one single. Oh, a bunch. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
more. Each
There's-
stem would have a
At
few
the
on it,
top
wouldn't
of there's
it?
there's a chunk of them that like they look like grapes. I'd love to just rake them down.
Get in there, mate.
Yeah, they're high. No, it's too high. Actually, too high. I couldn't get up there.
Even with a rake.
Maybe the rake. They're high. The top of the tree is quite. It's a big tree.
Big olive tree. Been there for
Proper
years.
tree.
Millennia. Yeah.
Tree.
Harvesting.
That's great. And how long do you have to brine them for before you can eat them?
That's I think they're going to be like that for now for 5-6 months.
And
Apparently there is a quicker way to do it where you squash the olive and it takes like a month, but you got to
do it the
hand.
proper way.
We're doing it the proper way. You do that way. No, because we got them when they were ripe. That's fine to do what we. If you get them unripe when they're still like green, you put a slit in them so that the brine can go
Absorbs.
into the skin, into the flesh quicker.
Yeah.
That process is quicker, I think.
You're going to be smacking olives.
Well, we already do because we get them anyway from my father-in-law.
True.
We get big fucking every 6 months, a big 2 like batches of olives, and yeah, we've also just always have olives.
Lamb.
Olives. We have it. We even buy just if you get the ones from Aldi, just a big jar.
Big ones.
Go big. Go big or go home.
Olives, man.
I like it.
Nice.
How'd we go? Team champs, Diddles, head coach Dids.
Team champs. Team did well. We finished 11th. Unfortunately, we got kicked out of the Premier bracket.
So we are relegated.
We're down to the Challengers division, so we've got to claw our way back next year. But team did really well. Deuce won the 63s. Dean got a 3rd in the 74s. Micah came 4th in the 93s, which was mad because it was his first comp and it was definitely a stacked class. So he had to pull for 4th from 6th, which was good because it gave us a couple of extra points. Because after 5th and onwards, you just get 1 point. So that 4th gave us that bonus point. And then Cullen came 7th in the 83s. Also, like really stacked class. But he did well, 20 kilo, total PB. Great day.
What did he squat?
Squatted 205, missed 210. Just probably sunk it a little bit too deep. 205 was good, but we were happy. 15 kilo.
It's growing.
15 kilo.
Has he squatted
squat
more
PB.
before though?
205's he's equal to what he did in prep. He hit 205.
No, but previous, I swear, I could be
205.
making up that I saw
Nah.
him squat 220 once.
Nah.
I think you are making that up.
You're definitely making that. He pulled over 220.
I had this image of him squatting 4 reds.
Let's keep that image. I think we want that image. That's a
Manifest
good
that image.
But yeah, our team did really well. Deuce, hit 150 squat. Bench 77. Bit of a bummer on the 82 because they probably took a bit early, but it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, what happened there? I didn't see.
So what happened was she was grinding out. It was at first she had to re-rack it and replace the bar because her elbows weren't fully locked out, which is whatever. That's fine. And then she was grinding out 82, and to my eye, it looked like the spotters took it early. So I asked the ref, "Oh, did they take it early?" And then the ref said she asked the spotters to replace it. To my eye, it seemed like that was unnecessary because she was still doing the rep. And then we tried to get a reattempt. They didn't do it, which is a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Stuff happens. And then, she had the win locked up on her second deadlift. So after a second, she was like, "Oh, maybe we go 180." I'm like, "No, we've got to go for the PB. We've got to go for 182. We've already got it."
Smacked it.
And she came out and fucking that was an attempt. That was mad. 182 PB. That was fucking sick.
Doosa.
Smacked
Shouts
it.
out. Dinako.
Dinako squatted. There was some events. So Dinako squatted 210, came off. He's like, "Oh, my hip, my lower back's feeling a bit cool." He's second, 210 was his second, and he came off. He was like, "Yeah, my lower back, my hip's not feeling great." I'm like, "Right, we'll submit the attempt for now. Let's just wait and see." But I thought he was done. We're like, "Man, if you're 50-50, just leave it. It's not worth it." And then with like 60 seconds to go, he did a bit of foam rolling. He's like, "I feel great. I'm going." But then I later found, and then he came out 215, smacked it, like 2.5 under his best. And then after he did it, he's like, so he was in a close battle. He was trying to hold third. Someone was trying to get him from fourth. And he saw that his competitor hit 210. He's like, I can't let him get me. So he came out and he's like, "Fuck, I've got to get this 215. And in the end, that actually really mattered because he only beat him by like 7.5 kilos. So that was a really important lift. So that was fucking mad. Because
Clutch up.
I was convinced he's not taking his third. Like, and he just came out. He's like, "Nah, I've got to get this." I was not expecting him to get it. The fact that he even went for the attempt, I'm like, "Man, this is mad that you're even trying." But then he smoked it. That was fucking mad. And then he benched 125, missed 127, and then deadlifts. He had third locked in, so we went for 262 for the PB. A little bit heavy, but that was all right. Still got the third, which was mad. And Callan, as I squatted 205, missed 210. A little bit heavy / probably maybe just dropped in a little bit too hard, but still a big comp PB, which was mad. Bench 142, which was a comp PB.
Huge.
And then deadlifts, his placing really wasn't going to change, so we went for 260. A little bit heavy, but still walked away with a comp PB, which was mad. Like all his second attempts pretty much were on his deadlifts and his squats were comp PBs. So that was mad. And then finally we had Micah in the 93s. Shouts out Micah because 7 weeks ago, he didn't know he was competing. He was like 100 kilos. He cut down, ended up weighing in 91.9. And honestly, somehow the cut didn't really seem to throw him off, which is mad. So that was really good. So squatted. So his opener just cooked it. Like just fell forward. I think it was just first comp jitters sort of thing. Repeated it, was fine. And then his third attempt was probably even better. I think it was just one of those things. Just having to do your first comp, massive crowd. Just. Stuff happens, but obviously he was disappointed. But it was mad that he was able to, just regather himself because obviously just missing it like that unexpected is tough. But he came back, squatted 225, which is mad. Benched kind of similar, like his opener, his ass came up, so it was like, all right, let's reattempt it. You've got this. It was easy, just lock in. He sorted it out, and then bench 142 on his third, and probably could have benched 150, but once again, just those little finer details to iron out, and then. Deadlifts looked great from the outset. 225 was mad. 245 was mad. He was in sixth, and we needed 262 to get fourth, which obviously gave us that bonus point, and he smoked it, which was fucking mad because I thought the competitor would have put a heavier deadlift in, but they put in 255, and so that meant we needed 262. They gave him room, honestly. Like it worked out in our favor, but he probably could have pulled 270. So that was fucking mad. Obviously, he was a bit disappointed with squats and bench, so to come out and hit a massive deadlift like that and really well and climb up the rankings was sick. So yeah, that was an awesome finish for the end of the day.
Big event to do your first compat too.
Big event. Honestly, hats off to him. And obviously, managing those like little the challenge of missing your opener, and obviously feeling a bit flustered by that. We just tried to regroup, focus on what we had to do, and then he just really recovered well and didn't let it get him down, and he did really well. So that was awesome.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Shouts out.
It was good because it felt like the old PA kind of
community.
Yeah, because it was like Paragon was there and Alex
it was
Hayes.
mad. It was mad.
Alex Hayes was there.
Had Process back, which was sick, and they won. So shouts out Alex and the Process team. They did really well from the challenges bracket. No one could beat them on day 2. They had it locked up from the first day.
That's pretty crazy.
That was mad. They did 2 firsts, 2 seconds. Like there was obviously some other really good teams, but yeah, that was good enough. No one could get them. So they did really well. Awesome job. Awesome job.
Last year the winner was Panther, wasn't he? But he wasn't the Panther powerlifting.
Panthers won last year, but they didn't come down this year. Yeah. But I was Process. I think Compound was second, and then Apex. So a couple of interstate teams won. So well done to
New South Wales, Tasmania,
That's it.
and Vic.
Vic in third. So yeah, and once again, shouts out to JP and the team. Like, these things are always mad, and this one was only better than the previous ones. Like, it's a mad event. Like, it's just really cool. Like, the crowd's huge. Obviously, so many podiums and close battles, and everyone. It's a really good event. Gave out $3,000 to the winning team. Like, even the second and third got like 1,500, 1,000. Like, and just as a whole, like, really really mad event. So shouts out. Awesome job. Shouts
out. Team culture too. Congratulations. How did the gut cut go? Because we were chatting about the gut cut a couple of weeks ago.
Honestly, so we did the practice one. In the practice one, Micah lost in 3 days, which is the standard kind of duration. He lost about 2.3 kilos, which is great. So we knew, like, if we followed a pretty similar structure, we were going to be fine. And that was without us pulling out all the tools. That was a pretty standard
entry
level. So yeah, I post that. I'm like, right, man, let's eat these next few days. I don't want you like 93. Like, try to get a little bit heavier. And then he started the next one, like, well into the 94s, and then woke up on the day in the 92s, and then he was sweet. He was able to have a little bit to drink in the morning, like some Powerade. So in the end, it actually worked out well. Like, somehow, like, obviously he didn't have the best day, but I don't think the cut was a reason for that. His performance was there. Like, it's just, those little things of having a first comp. So yeah, shouts out to drop that weight. However, we're done with the 93s. Fuck that off. We're going to start.
Yeah, he's going to go up.
We're going to go up. Yeah, he's going to no more 93s. We'll build up now.
He's going to fly.
That's it.
He'll get bloody strong.
100%. 100%.
What's the plan for Dean's training next, Charles? Because that was his first comp in a little while.
We're going to have a chat this week about that. So I haven't actually spoken to him too much about it post-comp. But yeah, we're going to chat this week and see what he wants.
So I think that was like his ninth comp or something.
Yeah, well, he said that they coached 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years, yeah. So, because he started 2017, 8 years. So, long time. Was his first comp in a while, though. So yeah, I've got to chat to him if he wants to do another one later in the year, or what the plan is there. But yeah, he's another one that just loves powerlifting.
Just loves it.
Keeps powerlifting. Keeps chipping away. Doesn't, like, when you think, when people start to drop off, he just keeps going.
That's it.
So I'll chat to him this week about what we're gonna do.
Is Deuce doing that?
They want to do. You guys all want to do a comp, Apex comp. No, apparently November.
Well, there's a comp. It's going to be a joint comp between Compound and next year.
Next year, that's it.
There's going to be a joint comp between Stronghold and Compound in Ballarat. So a bunch of us want to do it. So I think Deuce is keen to do that one, and she'll qualify for. Like, she's probably already with that. Like, with the weekend, she's qualified. So if she wants to do it, she can do it. Just
sorry, what's this comp in November?
So Stronghold.
Right.
So I think there was just some issues. I don't know exactly what's going on, but Compound was struggling to get a comp on the calendar. So Jack Dunn, who owns Compound, was struggling to get a comp on the calendar
in Tasmania.
And so Chris White said, "Man, you can kind of host it out of our gym. We can kind of do it together." So he can, because he wants to run a comp. So he's going to come up and kind of run it out of Ballarat, which is mad.
The traveling meat director.
Traveling meat director. That's a rare one. I mean, Jack Dunn is an excellent meat director. So if anyone can pull it off, I reckon it's him. So yeah, I thought it'd be a fun one to do. There's a couple of guys want to do it. So yeah, November.
Take a little team up there, a little traveling team.
That's it.
So she's going to do that one.
Yeah. But we've got to get her in nationals, hopefully. I think it's February next year.
She said this year, because last 2 years we've been away, big chunks, 5 weeks. Yeah, and plus training either side of that. So it's like, ends up being 6 weeks of no training. So this year, because we don't have a big stint like that, she should be able to keep the
momentum
rolling. But she wants to do that. And then we'll probably do nationals.
That's it. Fucking nice.
Yeah. APA nationals. When was it this year?
It was February. So I imagine it'd be a pretty similar.
Is that in New South Wales again? Do they have any info?
They haven't announced anything.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Right. When's your holiday, Charles?
July 12th.
July 12th.
So nearly a month.
1 month.
One to now.
Mr. Vietnam.
Yeah. Started watching a
Inglourious Bastard. No.
Documentary on
Tropic
YouTube
Thunder.
about the
Is that a really accurate representation of
That's it.
He's actually set in Vietnam. I didn't know.
It's the Vietnam War, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
think
Okay,
so,
I didn't realize. I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder is
That's a great movie.
It's a good movie, and it's right before PC culture. It's like
So I've heard. Yeah.
really, probably not going to get many more like that ever. Until someone has the nuts to make one, which
I think it will. The streaming services are all softening.
yeah.
Someone needs to do it, and then the floodgate will open. I think that's all it comes down to.
But yeah, it's pretty much that. It's just someone have the balls to put it on.
Well,
the
they've been
line.
doing it with a few comedy specials.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The comedy, Ties is about to come out, season 2.
Yeah, I said they're on the media run at the moment.
Them,
Doing all the podcasts and shit.
I can't wait for that. I've watched season 1 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'll have to watch it again before
It's so funny. It's such a good one to just throw on
It's
and
like
just
30-minute episodes, isn't it?
they're short ones. It's
Yeah.
only 6. This one will have 12 episodes, which makes it a bit more beefy. Bit 6 is a little bit too small, but 12 will be good. But yeah, I started watching a documentary on the Vietnam War, just on YouTube, just to brush up.
Are you going to do any of those,
We'll do, in Ho Chi Minh or Saigon. I don't know.
like the little Vietnamese tunnels?
Saigon or Ho Chi Minh.
Is that the same?
Saigon was the name before.
But it's now called Ho Chi
It's Ho
Minh.
Chi Minh City now. Ho Chi Minh is a person, so it's like that's their name.
Yeah.
So it'd be like John City.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy fun facts. We're gonna go. We'll do the War Museum. Apparently, it's really good in
Melbourne.
Ho Chi Minh.
Sorry,
I reckon-
sorry,
yeah, I was gonna say Melbourne is
Melbourne was a person. Victoria was a queen.
Was
Yeah.
Melbourne a person?
It was
Yeah.
like Lord Melbourne. I think he was like one of the early governors
Oh, was
of
he?
this area
Yeah.
or something like that.
Because apparently they were gonna call. There was a guy, John Batman.
Yeah.
he was gonna get.
And then you got the road.
Yeah, they were
Batman
gonna,
Avenue.
Batman
Yeah,
Avenue.
Avenue.
They were
There
actually
you
gonna
go.
call Melbourne
actually
like
an
Batmania or something.
Yeah.
Batmania.
Fucking hell, that would have been cool.
Batmania.
Could have been
Yeah.
Batmania.
Oh,
Melbourne. So Melbourne was a person.
I think he might have been like.
That was his
he might-
last
It was
name?
even I think he might have been a governor or prime minister of England at the time, something like that. He was a dude. He was
what
definitely
about
a person.
Sydney?
he was.
Probably.
Sydney, I think once again some dude from back then. I don't know who, but I'm almost certain that's a person.
And then all our states are just like Queensland,
Queensland, New South Wales,
and Queen
Victoria was
Victoria.
Queen
They're
Victoria.
not dudes or people.
Tasman was there was an explorer I think called Tasman.
Tasman.
Someone- yeah. I
It's
can't
no
remember.
New South Wales. So it's New South Wales. Wales.
Like the place Wales.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Southern
like
Wales.
New York.
Yeah.
Is New
There was a York.
New
Well, there still is a York, and then there's a
New
New York.
England in America.
It was in England?
Yeah,
Yeah,
England.
I'm following, yeah.
It's crazy.
New Hampshire.
But,
I think that's another one.
Vietnam. War Museum. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
New Hampshire. Yeah. Did you know Arnhem Land?
Yep.
It's a Dutch name.
Makes sense.
Really?
I thought that was an indigenous name.
I always thought it would be an
I've-
indigenous name.
Yeah, no,
I went there.
it's a Dutch from when the Dutch something through there.
Yeah, like the
Arnhem
1600s
Land.
or
Because
whatever.
Arnhem, it could sound quite indigenous. Like
I always thought it was.
but
Yeah.
it's actually a Dutch name. Someone can correct me if I googled it and it said it was
the
Dutch.
more you know.
Where's Arnhem Land?
Up
That's like really northern territory. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like very like indigenous up there. So I just assumed that name was an indigenous name.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a Dutch name. Blew my mind. You know, some of those facts just blow my mind. Anyway, War Museum. War Museum. So we'll do that. And then apparently the tunnels.
The tunnels are wild.
That will be.
Oh, I couldn't do them. I think that I'd get
They're so
claustrophobia.
small.
I'm not going in the tunnel.
I can't
No,
do
they've
it.
got like a little one you can do.
Yeah, I'm still not going in that.
I'm good.
Fuck that.
Would Deuce do it?
I got
It's
claustrophobia.
probably like 40 meters.
Fuck that.
Would Deuce do it?
Nah. She won't do it either, I don't think.
You take up a lot of the tunnel
I'm not
trails.
going.
They weren't built for 110. Or
I've also got claustrophobia. Aaron Valor said don't go in if you've got claustrophobia.
Nah,
They're very small.
Yeah.
just the thought
Have you
of it.
been to Vietnam?
Yeah, I was
Did you
young
go to
though. I was
Vietnam?
probably like 15. Did a family trip there.
Nice. So we'll do that, and then Ho Chi Minh. Do you want to hear my itinerary?
Yeah, why not?
absolutely,
Man? Let's go.
Ho Chi Minh will be. We're 3 nights there, so that's all I really want to do. The War Museum and the tunnels, and then we'll have a day. Explore, walk around.
Do them, but don't do them. Just like
Just suss 'em.
What do you mean?
I'm taking the piss. Like you want to go to the tunnels, we'll not go in the tunnels.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what's up. We might not even go to the tunnels then. I don't know. It might not even be worth going if I don't want to go.
No, it is. You still learn a lot.
You still
It's
learn
good.
a lot? Alright. I thought it'd be like cool to see at the
Yeah.
trenches and stuff. Anyway, whatever. And then that's our first wedding anniversary there. So we'll probably go somewhere nice
Nice.
on the 14th of July. And then the 15th, we go to Nha Trang for 3 nights, which apparently is a bit more of like a Phuket, Thailand, Gold Coast kind of vibe. Like it's cool, but it's a little bit more that
Touristy.
kind of vibe. And then we go to Hoi An, which is meant to be really, really nice. I think that's got a little bit more authentic.
Beaches.
it's got beaches, but it's also the town's got a bit authentic. Like it's meant to be really beautiful. I've seen some videos of it. It looks really nice. So just deciding if we do 4 nights or 5 nights there, because we've changed what we're going to do in the back end of our trip. We're going to Hoi An.
We're going to Greece.
Don't laugh. Tess wants Deuce to fly there to fly her home. What? Tess is going to.
She was on a flight by herself.
Tess is going to Greece. Or no, she's actually not going to Greece. She's going to Europe. She's not going to Greece at all. She's doing other countries.
I thought you were going to Italy and Greece.
No, she's not going to Greece.
When did a week ago she was going to Greece?
She's not going to Greece.
Okay.
She's doing like different countries. She's doing Italy, then like some of the Denmark, Scandinavian countries, and like Spain, Portugal. There's some different ones. But anyway, she has to fly home because Dim can only go for 3 weeks because he's got work and stuff and could only get so much leave. She's trying to get Deuce to fly from Vietnam, spend a week with her, and then fly home.
A week on top
Deuce
of...
is not actually doing it, but yeah. Anyway, so
that was the arrangement.
That wasn't. But that no, she's being legit. She wants her to come to fly home because I think she's a bit scared about flying home on her own.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hoi An. We go to Hoi An. We're going to do the Halong Bay, the cruise.
Unbelievable.
2-night cruise, but we've actually changed it. We're going to do the Hajang Loop.
Don't know what that is.
Did you do the cruise?
Halong Bay, unbelievable.
So I've actually spoken to a couple of people that like Sam Goldsmith was one of them, and he was like, "Yeah, it's good," but he didn't. He was like, "Do the Hajang Loop." He goes, "I wish we did that." And then Jack Scott downstairs overheard me, and he said, "Do the Hajang Loop."
All right, well there you go. Overall,
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. But I actually,
I don't even know what that is. What is the What is the loop?
You go on a so. There's 2 options. It's either 3 days, 2 nights, or 4 days, 3 nights, and you go on the back of a bike, a rider, and you ride through the mountains, and they take you through.
Oh,
and
wow.
And you stay. So obviously, depending on
That
how long
sounds
you're
sick.
and you go on the back, and you see all this. Go to waterfalls.
You're like in the jungle areas.
Yeah, whatever, and they just take you, and you go in groups with these tours and shit. And yeah, apparently at night it's cool.
And you're on a motorbike.
Everyone drinks together and whatnot. You're on the back of a motorbike, so you can do the easy ride, which is what we'll do, where you just sit on the back. Apparently that's the best to do because then you can actually take in the scenery. Whereas if you do it's quite
the driving.
The driving. Apparently,
is
it's
this
quite,
a 2-wheeler
There's
or a
no
4-wheeler?
way I'd want to be
2-wheeler.
doing the
I'm
drive.
not doing the driving.
Even
no.
if I could,
No.
I guess, yeah.
Well, apparently you don't do the driving anyway because you can't take. You got to focus. You can't take in the scenery.
Makes
and shit,
complete
so-
You'll be like this the whole time.
And I would imagine that the route wouldn't be that
Jack Scott did the easy ride too. You guys, you just sit on the back and just fucking and the route would probably be
the route would be a bit risky.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
we'll just go on the back.
It's not going to be the Great Ocean Road.
Yeah. So we'll go on the back. So we can't do the Halong Bay cruise, but I'm actually okay with. I think I'd prefer to do the Hajang Loop.
That one sounds mad.
Lock it in.
Yeah, it'll be. And I was like, probably a bit more adventurous, something different. I'd get out of the comfort zone a bit.
So when we did Halong Bay, we travelled with another family of 4. So there was
Yeah.
the 8 of us. And I think there was one other random family there.
Yeah.
There was probably like 12, 13 on the boat. But we had our own boat for
Yeah.
three nights.
Yeah,
And
mad.
they would literally like, what do you want to do today? And we're like, we're going to go fishing. And they'd just take the boat somewhere, you
Yeah.
go fishing, you jump off the boat.
That's mad.
There was like, we would do like squid fishing at like late at night with these huge like lights in the thing. And then they'd go to like, and there's so many beaches and like different islands. Like you could just, it was like, I don't know, it was just mad.
It's mad.
And everyone was so nice and
Anytime you do that shit overseas is mad.
just jump off the boat wherever you were and it was fucking cool. Like a really good like just childhood memory.
What I've learnt with these countries is you can't fit it all in.
Yeah, exactly.
There's even Sapa, the mountain
You'd have
region.
to do months there.
I want to go to Sapa and I just you can't fit it in.
Yeah.
So I was like, that can be another trip another time.
Yeah.
I'd go like, because there's even another island in Vietnam that I was like tossing up between that or Nha Trang and Phu Quoc, which apparently is quite quiet. But I was like, couldn't even fit that. So like, I was like, you could easily go back and do another 10 days and go to Phu Quoc and then
Halong Bay.
Sapa.
Yeah. What's the loop called? I wanna look it up.
Hajang.
Hajang. Loop.
HA and then Zhang is GIANG.
Hajang.
Yeah, just going.
Loop.
I went on TikToks and stuff, but then, so Jack Scott was like, I just didn't think shit could look like that, like the scenery, which I can understand because when I was in Iceland, it was kind of the same. You're like, well, how can shit be like this?
Nice.
It's so like foreign to what we see.
Yeah. What we see in Australia.
Yeah. The other one I want to go to is Milford Sound in New Zealand.
No idea.
What's that?
Milford Sounds.
No, like what is it though?
We're fucking around. It's a place in New Zealand, and it's quite a famous place. It has those like, if you look up, have you seen those picturesque photos of like lakes with mountains in like New
It's like
Zealand?
that,
That's Milford Sounds. So it's that kind of scenery, very similar to like Iceland. I know,
Switzerland, maybe.
yeah, Iceland. It got that same kind of vibe. So yeah, it's meant to be really beautiful. That's another one I want to go to at some point.
Nice.
But yeah, that's
Too many places.
Too many places.
Too many goals.
Vietnam. But I've only heard good things about Vietnam from
Yeah, it's
everyone that's been.
Fucking oath.
So
It's cool.
yeah,
I had a great time. Great little country. We've got the 5RM Day coming up. End of the month. Diddles.
June 28th.
June 28th.
A few weeks away.
And we had.
I'm doing it.
Oh, what are you hitting?
Bench and high bar squats. That's what's in my program at the moment. Comp bench, standard.
What are you aiming for? What are you going for?
After this morning, I think I could I didn't think I would, but I could maybe PB my bench because my best set of 5, I believe, is 121 or something like that. This morning I hit 115 for 3 and it felt pretty good. Like I reckon I had 2 reps in the tank. So within a few more weeks, I reckon I could load up 122, 125, chip the PB.
125.
Which I didn't think would be the case. So that's mad because I've been back benching like 5 weeks now. Squats, we'll see. I need to get back in squat shoes. The squats in flats for me are just not like I can get to depth, but I'm just like, it's just not a comfortable experience. So I think if I get in squat shoes, I think I need to hit 180 for 5 for a PB.
High bar.
If I can get 170 for 5, I'll be pretty happy. But
You've been hammering the belt squat, haven't you?
I've been hanging. The belt squat's done. We're back to high bars now. But yeah, we'll see. Once I get in squat shoes, we'll see. But we'll take whatever's there. We'll drain every drop. But yeah, I'm not holding my breath for a PB.
Are you doing it?
I am.
What are you
I'll do
hitting?
Dips. I'm
Dips?
Aiming for 50 kilos for
50
5.
kg dips.
Are we doing a
50
squat
kg.
variation?
I'm doing a hack squat. I can throw that in.
Why
Squat
not?
5RM. That
Wait, this
brutal.
the good thing about the 5RM, it's an open-ended.
It's not
Ash,
challenging though.
why is it not challenging?
I wouldn't do the hack
hack
squat.
No. All right, okay, we can talk to you too, but why is it not challenging?
Well, it's
It's not like a PB or anything. It's
Yeah,
just like
Why is it not a PB?
for me.
No, well, it is, but it's not like a
For me, I would want like a technical aspect to it too. I don't want to just sit in a machine and just be like,
It's like I'm going to 5RM the leg extension. It's like
yeah.
nah.
It's like cool. If I just give it a little bit of
Look, I personally wouldn't do it either, so I get you. But I'm trying to steel man the hack squat for a second.
fair.
Well, Ashley's doing weighted push-ups. I want him to
Yeah,
get.
that's mad.
I want
He's
him to
doing
get
weighted
like
push-ups.
50 because he's done like 35 for 10 weighted push-ups with a
Jeez.
deficit. I reckon he'll get like 50.
Fuck.
It's actually cool.
Are they in his program properly?
Proper. They're a main lift.
Yeah. Is that just because that's his goal?
it's easy now with the vest as well.
They're in his program because Ash will do whatever I throw at him.
Yeah,
and
but
he'll
did
eat
he
it up.
want the push-ups or did
No,
you
so
bring him?
I put the push-ups in, but he said I want to do them for the 5RM.
wanted
I
to-
didn't tell him to 5RM. That was his decision.
He
He's
wanted
doing
to take
Front
him.
squats as well.
He's
I
doing
see.
front squats because he
Is
wanted
he
to
gonna
just
do
mix
that
it up.
for the 5RM?
He's doing a 5RM. So we haven't squatted for a while. We'll be doing hack squats.
Mad.
So he's like, we'll chuck some front squats in. So he's gonna front squat the 5RM day.
Crazy.
Yeah,
But I'm really keen to see these push-ups. Like, it's actually mad.
Man, we used to, back at Culture 1.0, we used
The
to
chains.
hammer
Chains.
push-ups.
Chains.
Loaded
Chains.
push-ups.
People
I think-
used to get
I think
chains
they're an
on.
underrated tool. You get in. It's just simple, great chest stimulus, just great overall upper body stimulus.
You get because Cressy used to when you did the
big
thing.
reaches.
the
Well, now
reaches,
we
like,
have
loaded
the-
reaches. The vest helps a lot.
We have the vest. No one wants to use it because it's a bit awkward. It's weird, but it's actually a really good tool. So Ash uses it, and you can really get some proper, like as I said, like 25.
The
30.
load's always been the problem with the push-ups.
What's the thing? Like you could
why
put
the
50
vest.
kilos on there. Granted, for that amount of weight, you'd probably want a training partner, which was no different to the chains. You always needed a training partner, but the vest is actually mad. You can properly load them up. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's just still they're just a big steep. Loaded push-ups are hard to train.
There's a bit of logistics
There's a bit,
involved.
yeah, and like if you're not at a gym, like if you just train, by yourself, it's
We
very
have the
difficult.
beauty of having the vest and having people around.
Yeah.
I fully understand that. Yeah,
But
for a
they
lot of
are
people.
good. If it was easy as like a bench press,
There
it'd be
are
mad.
some gyms that have like the machine for it, where like the vest kind of hangs from you when you load plates up, and it's like on a deficit. Like that would actually, if you had the space for it in a gym, that would actually be a really cool machine, I reckon, because obviously
like a pin-loaded...
well, it's plate loaded, but it's kind of like you get in, you're elevated so that as you do the push-ups, obviously your chest, you've got plenty of range of motion, but because you're so elevated up,
You've got room underneath.
the plates like hang off you, like almost like, you know, those like pin benches they used to do like with the drops. So I've seen it. It looks mad. Like it looks like it'll be a great option. Obviously, you need access to the machine, but if you did, that'd be a
very unique piece of machinery.
Yeah.
Is it only for push-ups?
As far as I'm aware, yes. Yeah. Niche machines obviously can be tough because it's like they take up gym floor space. But if you have the vest is actually mad.
Very niche.
The vest is mad. Or you just get your training partner to hold a dumbbell on the back. Like training partners are the key really to this problem.
Yeah.
But
in life, in general.
True, just in general.
Yeah.
So 5RM day. So me and James will be smashing it. I think we've got a bunch of clients. I'm checking my watch. Like I need to keep seeing how long. We're only 18 days out, boys. Time to go.
18
days out. But yeah, I think we'll have a bunch of clients hitting it. So they're always a fun day. But we need to just shit happens. But we need to set the standard from the outset that we don't want any fours
to make lifts. Yeah, it's not a 4RM.
It's a 5RM. We need to aim for 6
bad.
and then inevitably fail the 6th because sometimes in the past, the last one wasn't too bad, but in times gone past, was it actually? Oh no, did you do a 3?
Yeah, I think I did.
That was
doing sumos, right?
You did a 3 and then came back and tried for another one.
Yeah,
you did a cluster step. Yeah, it's in the name. 5RM, 5 reps. We can't do 4. We can't definitely not 3. If you fail the 5th rep and you give it a good shot, that's all right.
Yeah.
But you have to at least be able to attempt the 5th rep.
Yeah,
I'd be mad.
I'd be mad.
They'll smack it. I've got an online client coming in for it who's actually one of my OG online clients from like 8-9 years ago.
That's mad.
He signed back up recently to learn the ins and outs of RPE based training.
What's he doing on the day? Just squat bench?
He'll be doing squat and bench. Yeah,
mad.
Nice.
Mad.
He's flying. So we wrote up a full blown RPE program and. Very typical. I wanted to bring this up because it's very typical sort of experience with people who are hesitant to, no, maybe not hesitant, but they feel that like RPE is this like, I don't know.
Quantum physics.
Yeah. It's like literally like it's this like meta conversation around like fucking all these variables. And I always, like my first programs with all my clients is always just completely RPE. Like I just want to see where you're at. I ramp them so that they've got some chance within each session to sort of see where they're at and make an adjustment and increase. But as always with these sort of things, people within a couple of weeks then realize, oh shit, RPE is just, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty
complicated.
It's pretty easy to fucking gauge where I'm at and what I'm feeling and how I go with it.
Like anything, it can be really complicated, but if it's explained appropriately, it's not a thing to learn. It's a very quick conversation, and it's just getting reps and practicing it. Like people make it out like it's this whole thing. It's really not.
And then literally the typical sort of outcome is within the first block. It happens every time. They turn around and they're like, holy shit, like I could have been pushing so much harder this whole time. It's like, yeah, man, like what are we doing here? Yeah.
Training partners.
Yeah, coaches,
training partners who understand how close to failure you are and can give you little tools,
push you along a little bit. Yeah. It's just such a, I don't know. I don't get why there's so much. It's definitely less than it used to be. I remember when we first started, but
definitely there's been a big shift in the, obviously you guys remember more than me, but even when I was getting started, like. It's almost like to even talk about RPE, it was like, oh, this is a bit different. This is a bit out there. Like this is some new thing. And then it's like, oh, now it's just like, yeah, everyone fucking uses it. Like, yeah.
Obviously, so heavily biased, but I don't know how it's not the base level of programming for everything.
I think it's increasingly getting like that. But I think sometimes in our little echo chamber, it has. But then obviously the fitness place is a big world. There's a lot of people, different countries, different whatever. Like there's a lot out there that we just don't know what's going on. So
TikTok's
the barrier to entry is so low as well because like you're already using it if you don't know how to train hard. Yeah. That set was easy. All right, I'm going to go up. That set was a little bit harder.
And some people stay here. People have this like idea of like, oh no, I can't. And like I'm going to call him out. I don't think you've listened to the podcast. Ben Siri, he's like, oh no, RPE is not for me. I'm like, man, you use RPE.
Yeah.
You're doing 90 on bench. You know that if you went to 95, it would be okay. But if you went to 97, it would probably cook you. That is RPE. You understand there's an intensity that's going to be appropriate. If you put 80 on, that'd be way too easy. If you put 90 on, that'd be all right. 95, doable. 97, you'd get pinned. Like, that's all it is. It's just, okay. How hard am I working? Could I work harder? How much harder could I work? That's it. That's all it is. Everyone does it. Unless you're literally never progressing and just, doing easy weights then okay, you're not thinking about training hard. But anyone who actually has trained moderately hard thinks about how hard am I working and how does this fit in with the wider program and what I did last week and what I want to do next week. Like, that's all it is.
You literally do it the first time you go to the gym.
Like, oh, that was kind of easy. I'll do more. Oh, that was hard. I'll repeat that. I won't go up. Like, it's fucking all it is. Like,
it's there all the time.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it.
Can't.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so yeah, 5RM day will be good.
5RM.
We'll smack it.
Are you going to do it? Trap bar deadlifts? No?
No.
Fair.
Yeah, that's good.
Single leg RDLs.
Didn't need to dig deeper.
No, don't.
That was good.
Fair.
That could have turned into a thing, but
It's all right. Fair.
Respect.
Yeah.
That was good. I like that. You respected my answer. I just don't have I've done so much of that, all that testing, and right now I'm just enjoying. I've been doing the Sex and Zombies. I'm enjoying that. I'm just doing that training, and my main goal.
Pool again?
What was that?
Have you hit the pool again?
The pool?
Yeah, just the once.
I went 2 weeks ago, but I've been on the bike a lot because my tendon's been giving me a little bit of grief. I had that really good running week. I'm going to see Jacob tomorrow, Johannesson, my client.
Nice.
Doing a bit of, I booked in. I didn't say anything, and he messaged me and he goes, "What did you book in for?" And I was like, because we've had some really good chats downstairs about tendon and running and the stuff. And I'm gonna go see him just because I need.
Where's he work out of?
He works in Carlton.
Yeah.
But I need help with integrating, doing the heavy eccentrics.
How do you make it all work together?
And then integrating into the plyometric stuff, and then also just managing it with, in a marathon, a high volume running program, progressing that, and not because I know there is probably just I'm well aware that with this is probably just going to be a bit of pain management throughout it. It's probably not in this short time frame not going to be pain free. So yeah, I need a bit of help. I need a bit of external.
You need a coach
help because I'm if I didn't have the timestamp of the marathon, I think I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably just offload it for a month, do my cross training, get it stronger, slowly bring running back in. But because we've got the marathon, and I do want to do the marathon, I don't want to.
And it's a marathon. It's not just the time. It's the time and the nature of the event.
Yeah, it's just because it's like 19 weeks away. It's like it is creeping up. So it's like fuck now or never.
That's it.
That's October, 19 weeks. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yep. Well, 19 weeks is like, what's a year? 52 weeks. So it's just 50, it's like 40% of the year.
Yep. Maths.
Yeah, like do I push hard now till the next month leading into Vietnam? Do we use that as a time to offload it? But then
these are all the questions that you don't have the answer to, and you want that external guidance to have the confidence that you're.
And then go to Vietnam, and then when I come back, then we put like do we? Because I know there's also a component with the tendinopathy that I should actually be running on it.
Yeah, you need to be loading it.
Yeah, like as well as all the eccentrics, the ISOs and all that, and then plyometrics as well. So it's integrating all that and just a bit. Yeah.
Nice.
You're good. So I gotta see him and fucking sort it out.
Fucking oath.
Sort it out. Very good.
Yep.
The other thing that there's two other things we want to bring up. First one is we have some more apparel coming out. You might be seeing some of it through the pipelines, crew necks. We've got a bunch of the black hoodies left over because we did so many of them, but we've also got a new white tee and a new black tee. They will be available within the next 2 weeks, so just keep an eye out on the socials. Currently, though, for members or anyone that wants to buy it from the gym.
If you're in the area, you want to come down.
If you're in the area, you want to pop down, hit a casual session or whatever and grab something, you're more than welcome to. We're selling them through the gym right now, but we will have them online soon. The other part to that is the novice comp. Didier and I have been chatting. We've had a bunch of people reach out that wanted to do it as externally. So normally it was always just like gym members and coach clients and people like that, which we'll definitely be pushing for as well. But we're probably going to make this a 2-session novice comp, which will be the biggest novice comp we've ever run. So we're going to open up some tickets. That will probably be open up after this episode goes live. So if you are one of those people that have reached out regarding the novice comp, keen to do it, even though you're not a gym member, even though you're not coached by us, there will be some opportunities for that. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'll send some emails and put it on socials as well, but that's about it. I've got nothing else, boys.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Yep.
Done. Ciao, ciao. See you next week.